everybody. Welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 819. Is that right, Brandy?
Yes, that is accurate.
What the heck? Man, it was only supposed to last a couple weeks. I know I keep saying this, but literally when we planned this, it was only supposed to last a few weeks, like 2 to 3 weeks, and we'll be done with this.
Yeah.
We'll be we're just gonna do this for 2 to 3 weeks. That's it.
Be opened again.
We're gonna be out and about.
Yeah.
This whole thing with COVID was gonna go over in 3 weeks, and we'll be back to normal.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, long story short, we like doing this.
We do.
So here it is to stay. We're having a lot of fun. We got a lot of passers. And why stop a good thing? Why stop a fun thing? And if you're brand new, you're brand new to all of us, and you don't know what, this is like a live podcast almost, right? We do a free study session. We're going to have content. We're going to have techniques. We're going to have some PMA. And if you don't know what PMA means, that means positive mental attitude. We're going to have all that. We're going to make your night enjoyable. You're going to like to do some security studying, and you're going to actually get excited about it. Because you know what? We're not your regular study program. We're not your regular study session. We like to have fun with this. But first off, my name is Andy. I am the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. I do all the back office stuff, right?
Yes. All of it.
All the boring. But you're not here for my boring part. You're here for Brandy, the excitement, the one making
PMA.
Whatever you're doing over there with your hand gesture.
I was trying to do PMA.
Not a cheerleader. Anyhow, Brandy is your professor. She's your teacher. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you too can get a pass notice. And what a year it's been. We've had so many dang passers. We've had more 65 passers than we've ever had. We had 66 passers for the first time. We've had a boatload of Series 7 passers. We've had a lot of different passers on all kinds of different exams. It's been a great year. Look, and I said this in our members only yesterday when we talked about, am I ready? The question, am I ready to test? Am I ready to pass? Mm-hmm. How do you know? Mm-hmm. We had a great session about that yesterday. Mm-hmm. And that's that if you missed it or you're not a member yet, you can always go back and watch that. It was a great episode where we talked about, knowing all the little tales of how you're ready. And, one of the things that we talked about is like guarantees. There's so many people out there that market the study prep junk with the promise of a guarantee of a pass, right? They go, oh, I guarantee. There's no guarantees in securities, number one. There's no guarantees, period. And there's no guarantees in anything.
Correct.
I don't believe in guarantees in anything. I think anybody can do anything on any given day, right?
Yes.
Whether it's bad or great.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There's too many variables. There's too many things. And I don't like to fill people's heads with all that kind of nonsense. What I like to do is say, you know what? We're going to coach you. We're going to give you the tools. We're going to show you the experiences of others. We're going to give you their testimonies. We're going to tell you all the things we know about the ins and outs of mastering exams, the test taking, all that stuff. Take all of that anxiety and fear that you may have about it. Take all the variables, as many as them we can that are just normally there, and just take a lot of them away and make your percentage of getting that pass notice a lot higher. And not just for one exam, but multiples. I'm not just focusing on one. We're going to focus on any of them. That's why we've had MLO passers this year.
What?
We don't even teach MLO.
No.
We don't even teach that.
Mm-mm.
We've had a bunch of other passers in fields we don't even teach.
Correct.
We had somebody go through their graduate program and finish all of their stuff, all their exams with our program.
Yeah.
Just knowing the system. Guys, it's been an amazing year. We're teaching you a system, not just to pass one exam. So keep that in mind as we go through this. But I just want to say thank you all for being here or watching the replay, making that choice to get your study on, because that choice alone is what's going to help you pass. Being consistent and putting other things aside when it's not the quickest, we're a, what do you want to call society? We are very much on immediate gratification. And like immediately, the gratification doesn't come immediately when you're studying or when you're putting in this time and the hours and the dedication. It's not immediately noticed, but in the long run, it will be. These small decisions are going to pay in great,
dividends.
There you go, Brandy. And and it doesn't always necessarily, it doesn't happen in the beginning. It's a long-term investment.
Mhm.
So I congratulate you all on doing that. And if you haven't been studying with us yet and you want to know all this stuff, I'm going to tell you in the December, it's going to be pretty dang cool. We're going to have a lot of different stuff that we're going to be doing. The live sessions, Brandy's already broken it down into all the difficult or challenging areas that are tested on in these different exams. Today we had suitability, and we also had ethics, which is really tested on the 63 and the 6,
Mhm.
and plus answering questions for people. Then tomorrow we're going to do some what's it called? Options. Options is always kicking everybody's butt.
Option.
You know what the biggest thing about options is people pay way too much attention to options. My man Eric's on here, and he's shaking his head yes. If you're live, you can see him shaking his head yes. I told this kid, like, I don't know how many dang times. I mean, he's a grown man, but I'm just saying, I told this kid a million times, like, I'm like, dude, why are you struggling with options? Why are you trying to know so much about it? You're not probably going to see about maybe one question.
It's true.
No more than 4.
Correct.
It's an 85 question exam.
Yes.
You're a smart man who does math. You know that's not going to break you.
Right.
So quit tripping. Sometimes that's what you need to hear.
It is. Yeah.
Everybody else sells out some other weird message about that, but I'm just telling you. Yeah, Marcos is on here. He just recently passed. He'll tell you more, but he only saw 2.
Yeah.
And he's an engineer man too. He's a math guy.
Yes.
So there you go. So I'm just telling you guys.
Yep.
Sometimes you just got to know this stuff, and it pays to be a member because you get all that information. Like yesterday, we went over that, like
we did
case point by case point on everything that you need to know about being ready for a pass notice. So watch that. And if you're not a member, go ahead and scan the QR code. Join us on one of the programs we got over there on the Patreon. Be a member. Guys, we got the live sessions. You can go back and look at all the different videos, all the different stuff that we have in our archives. Plus, you get the 21-day plan, the self-study program. When you sign up, you get 3 for the price of 1. You get 3 exams for the price of 1. So what other people are charging for material for just 1 exam, we're actually giving you 3 exams. And then some of them you get study guides as well, and you get those live sessions, and you get tutoring. I saw a weekend program that's happening, Brandy.
What? Yeah.
$100. And someone reads a book to you for 48 hours.
Ew.
That's all you get.
Yeah.
You don't get no tutoring. You don't get a community. You don't get to really, have nonstop questions and answers for a month. You don't get study guides. You don't get 3 exams. You don't get any of that. Guys, we're giving you all that. So I'm just saying, you could do the math, right?
Yeah.
Plus, man, it's just the same price as like most people's coffee trips at Starbucks.
That's true.
Anyways, we got study guides available, SIE 663. We also have the Kona community, like I talked about. We got all that going. We got the Telegram. We got the 866 number there. It's almost pointless. I'm going to remove that soon. I got to get a different number. If you guys call me or text me there, just know that I'll have to call you back. And if you really want to text me on the Telegram or the Instagram or Discord or Patreon, any of those other platforms. I can get text messages. I can do that. I'll have a new number up and running soon. That 866 number is just so, oh gosh. And then like the help is like in a different country. I won't pick on it. I'm just saying it's the most difficult.
Anti-help.
It's anti-help. I think I need help for the help.
Right.
Anywho.
Is there a cheat?
All right, we got a live session reminder. I already kind of talked about it. SIE tomorrow, options 26. We're going to do test taking techniques. Test taking techniques is probably the biggest help you could possibly get for the 26. Just reading those questions, just the art of learning how to read the 26 questions is it.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to go over tomorrow. SIE fun starts at 8 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. in the East. 26 is at 10 a.m. in Hawaii, 12 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Mountain, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. in the East. And all replays are available same day. I'll have them up on Patreon. You can watch them. You can watch them on your app. You can watch them on the browser, desktop, whatever you want to on any device. Go ahead and check that out. Also, we have that email that went out just now, the reminder for these sessions. Be sure to grab that live session code so you can join in on those live Zoom code. That went out to all the members that are signed up with us. Check your email that is associated with the account, and you can get right on in. Like I told the other day, we're going to change up that Zoom code a lot. So make sure that you guys are going to go ahead and keep on checking your email and get into the access to those classes. If you don't have the newest code, you can always get that on Patreon, on the Discord, your email, and etc. etc. All right. If you're not following us on Instagram, I wish you would. I tell you what, Brandy, when they give me a picture and they let me know,
yeah,
I add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame, because you know what?
What?
We got a passer. We got a passer. Oh. Kids are trying to go to a school program tomorrow at like 5 a.m. I'm like yelling through the house, and it's past 10 o'clock. I don't care. Care.
Nah, man, they don't care either.
Nah. Stop caring. Anyways, congratulations, because we got a passer, and this is a long time coming. You know, I'm not gonna say, you know, look, sometimes it takes a minute for us to get like what we really need to receive, right? Sometimes we're just not ready to receive the message. And it took a second for this pastor to get that message, but he's coachable. He got coachable. That's what I'm going to say. He got coachable.
Yes, he did.
And you know, there was a lot of things that he had to go through as well, but he got coachable, and he got out of his own way, and he got it done.
Yes, he
and
did.
They say, you know, it's not about how how many times you fall down. It's about how you get up and how you react and how you get back on it. And I want to say congratulations to Marcos on passing the SIE, getting this thing done on that third attempt. Got it done. And I could go on and on about Marcos, but I'm not, because you know why?
Why?
We got Marcos here.
That's right.
He said he'd talk.
That's right.
He said he'd unmute. I'm just looking for him.
He said he'd unmute.
He said he would. He said he would join in on the conversation. But I don't know.
It's been a minute since you've done this, or what?
No.
Oh.
He doesn't have his camera on, so.
Oh.
But go ahead, Marcos. Let all the fine people know how you got this thing done.
Hey guys. Hey. Hello.
Hey,
Brandy.
Hey.
Andy. Yes. You know, it's a great feeling. Went in there. Pretty much. You know, third attempt right was, not gonna lie, I was scared. I didn't want to wait 6 months. You know, I had things to get done, but half the battle is walking in there with your mindset, and all I was thinking was Andy's voice, PMA. You know, I was waiting in line to get checked in, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna walk out of here with a pass notice. That's gonna happen, no doubt. So walked in there super confident, but one thing that allowed me to be that confident was just being coachable to Brandy. All the times I was with her on the study sessions, the small groups and everything, just following her lead. And yeah, you know, I went in there, did the techniques like what she taught me. One thing that I always told her, right, one thing that I learned from experience with working with her so closely was reading the questions first before I read reading the answers first before I read the question. Because one thing that I told her that I noticed is when we read the question first, sometimes we create a story in our heads that we don't remember if we learned this or not. And that's half the battle we already lost before we even got to the answers. So
right.
That was my mindset. And to be honest, guys, like I went in there and I was done with the exam in 30 minutes. But I feel like they were like messing with me, right? I was like, why was this so easy? And it was because, you know, Victor told me, Coach Victor, he's like, you put in the work, you put in the time with Brandy, you put in the time needed, the non-negotiables to go in there. And that's what it feels like to be prepared, to put in the time and just be coachable to Brandy, to Andy, to the system. And can't say enough great things about these two. Really impacted my life. And I told Andy, he called me right away. He was like, how do you feel, man? I was like, man, I feel like I joined Primerica again. He's like, yeah, because now you're going to be on your way to doing the right thing, which is term and invested difference. So super excited, and on to the 6 and the 63.
Wow. I'm so excited to see you get this thing done. I'm telling you, Marcos, I know we had a pastor not too long ago, Eric, and he's like the same as you right there. He's with you. It's just that engineer brain that you know, it just goes against everything inside your bodies to do what we were saying. And I know it wasn't an easy thing for you to do to follow that lead, but I just want to say congratulations on doing that and just being coachable and really just changing your DNA to do it.
Yes.
I know that sometimes I would be hard on you. I mean, Eric, I know that you feel like you were just on your own on that, but no, dude.
Marcus got it too.
Marco's got it too. But it's because it's for your own good. You know, I'm trying to say, hey, listen, like you don't have to make it this difficult and make it that hard. And I know what's going to happen. You're going to go take the simulated for the Series 6 right now, and you're going to score high because it's the system. Without even studying, you're going to score high. It's the system. I'm telling you. Like Eric's already ready to take the test like a week from now. And you're going to be the same exact way. It's just the system in which you did it. And I want to say thank you. And thank you for being on here and all the kindness. But what do you want to say, Brandy? Because you worked with Marcos more than anybody.
Yeah. And honestly, Marco said it, Andy said it. It was really just kind of, and guys, previous pastors have said it too. It's like this way of doing it is so against the grain of what we've always been taught. And sometimes it's really just freeing our minds into doing something differently. And then Marcos, Eric, you guys are like the proof really of that hard work of just kind of letting go of what we were taught.
The conventions of what our learning, the conventions of learning prior to coming to us.
And you just rocked it, man. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you.
Hey, if you want to do extraordinary things, you got to do things that other people aren't willing to do. So I want to say congratulations. You're going to go get that Series 6 at 63. And I know you're going to do the right thing. So I can't wait for you to get fully licensed. So thank you so much. Don't pop bottles too long. Let's get going on that Series 6. Let's get a pass notice right. I know the plan is he's going to pass on the very first week of January.
Yes.
So congratulations. We're going to get a pass notice on the first week of January and just rock this thing.
Let's do it.
So thank you so much for joining us. Guys, there you go. There you go. It pays to be on here with us because you get not just our word for it. You hear them say it. I didn't pay him. I didn't tell him what to say. I didn't say nothing like that. He did it that's all him. That's his experience. That's exactly what he did. So there you go. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. As always, Brandy takes notes on everything that you guys do. That's our program, guys. Our program is completely based on all the feedback from our students.
Yep. Absolutely.
Not what's on the test, but what works.
Yep. Exactly. You ready? Guys, it's the Kona Catchphrase.
It is time for Kona Catchphrase. This is a keyword game that we play to help you break those conventional way of reading those questions. And one of the main things that we talked about last night in our members thing is at great links, right? We talk about this all the time in all of our member sessions, all the time. I'm going to tell you guys the secret right now for free. Any Q bank you're using, all of those questions that you're seeing, none of them are going to be on your real exam.
What?
None of them. FINRA and NASA go to great lengths to make sure that those exams are not compromised. So any of those all those questions, you're not going to see them. They're not worded the same.
Nope.
They're not going to look the same.
Nope.
In any way.
No.
Not at all. The language isn't even the same.
Nope.
So the only way you battle and be prepared is really know your keywords. So it doesn't matter how they ask, all the fluff around it, and all the mirrors around it, all the fancy paragraphs they use. You got to train yourself to zoom in on the right keywords, make the right connections, and then all the other stuff doesn't matter.
And guys, those keywords aren't always securities vocabulary.
They're not. You can get answers correct without even knowing securities. We do it all the time if you're on with us. You don't need to know securities for some of these questions. What?
No, you just have to look beyond. Like Marcos, I have to say this. Marcos said this perfectly. And he said this to me in a small group before, but I'm going to reiterate what he said. When you read questions first, you come up with that narrative that you either know this topic or you don't. And you've already kind of set yourself up for the roadblock. You've set yourself up for the like, man, this is not going to be it, or this is going to be it. But when you read answers first and you stop looking at just the topic and just the securities vocabulary, you guys will start to see these things make actually a lot of sense if you look beyond the securities.
Yeah. And one of our toughest students is the one that actually helps us the most is Jamie on the Discord. She was tough at this. She was like, very resistant just like, what we talked about. Guys, I'm telling you, once you can break that conventional way, it's great. So we have a fun game that we play. It's called Kona Catchphrase. We're going to put answers. I'm going to read them. We're going to go answers first, as we always do when we look at questions, because it helps you read the question with intent. Just like Marco said, I don't know the exact wording of what he said eloquently, but it was perfect. It's straight on. Because when you read the answers first, it helps you zero in when you read the question. If you read the question first, you're lost by the time you read the answers.
Absolutely.
You're lost. You're like, what again? Oh, let me read that again. What again? Let me read that again.
That was me.
So we do this, right? And then we look for patterns in the answers. We look for opposite answers. We're looking for similar answers. We're looking for anything that looks remotely like some sort of pattern we can take advantage of or key us in onto what's going to be asked or to help us get the answer. I want you guys all to play the game. So what you're going to do is in the chat, you're going to put what you think are the keywords. Don't be shy. Don't be, thinking that you're wrong. This is how you learn. This is how you really learn, by actually doing and interacting. So please put what you think are the keywords and what you think are those similarities into the chat as we go through these. Brandy will add in the end. She'll identify and she'll show you guys what those keywords and all that stuff was to help you get that answer. You ready to go?
Let's do it.
Let's play the Kona Catchphrase. All right, D. Having passed my qualifying examinations, I am certified by FINRA to serve as a registered representative. Wow.
Andy,
I feel like you should be kicking the door down with your cape. Anyways, if you invest in government bonds and hold them to maturity, you are guaranteed to receive your principal and all interest due. B, if you invest with me, you are guaranteed to make money. Don't believe me? Just look at the results of my past clients. What did I say about guaranteed? A, none of these statements would be acceptable. Hey, so acceptable, someone's doing guaranteed, right? Guarantee is a huge red flag. What did I say? There's no guarantees in securities ever. Qualifying, someone put qualifying. Look for the red flags, Joanna said.
Yes. Guys, A, there's one more word in A that's important.
Look, I feel like D.
There you go.
Like D is true, I guess, right?
No.
It's silly.
No. It's not. You laughed at when you saw the word certified. No, guys, we don't get certified by FINRA. There's no like stamp certified FINRA grade.
FDA approved.
So,
USDA prime beef.
yes.
No.
So we're just gonna. That's why you started laughing, and that's why I drew the happy face.
I
started
know.
laughing.
Yeah. If you invest in government bonds and hold them to maturity, you are guaranteed, again,
keep going with that statement though,
to receive your principal and all interest due.
Does it say anything about performance?
No, it does not. It just basically what it's saying is to receive what you put in.
Right.
What you put in, you're going to get out.
Right.
Nothing more.
And what kind of securities are we talking about?
They're government bonds.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that's key.
Yeah, nobody said that, by the way.
Nobody said that. No.
Government bonds are what we like to say are usually on the more conservative, I guess, right? Or the more
I like to say
safer. Yeah. I know you guys have other opinions of the government, but when it comes to this, government bonds are considered the more safer route.
Yes.
Right? It's basically you're the bank, you loan the government your money.
Right.
And now they got to pay you back.
Yeah. They do that by taxing people.
Right.
Legit. That's what it
ironically
says.
Ironically, which you have to pay. So another genius move by the government.
That's so funny.
But in no other words. But let's go ahead and go for the question. Let's go for the question. Or did we have another keyword in there?
I do want to say this. C and B both have the word guaranteed in it. One is talking about just getting your money back, and the other one is talking about performance, right? You're guaranteed to make money. Guys, that is performance right there. So technically speaking, like if we're looking deep into this, these two are opposite from each other.
Oh, yeah.
And if you guys notice, and only one person put it, C does have the word and in it.
And you know I love a good and.
Yes, you do. Let's look at the question.
You can't get Andy without and. Which of the following statements is an investment advisor representative allowed to make? Which of the following statement statements as an investment advisor or representative.
There you go. Allowed to make. And you guys think the answer is
C. Yes.
Right.
C is acceptable.
See, I wanted you guys to look beyond, look beyond just, pay attention to the word.
Yeah, D, I know I laughed, but seriously, go with that gut. If like reading that and it makes you laugh, it's probably not allowed.
Correct.
It's probably ridiculous.
Yes.
Go with it, even if you're not sure.
I'm certified.
Yeah.
I'm certified.
What am I? Certified like a state?
Yeah.
Anyways. D, single payment deferred annuity. C, periodic payment immediate annuity. B, single payment intermediate annuity. A, periodic payment deferred annuity. Did you check your ear setting just because I kept whistling when I said my answers?
My ears, I mean.
I thought I was giving you like a ringing.
Periodic, deferred versus immediate. How many?
B and C are opposite, says Nicole Cobb. A and D are opposite.
Yeah. Okay. One has to be the answer, correct?
That is what they tell me about multiple choice exams, Brandy.
Yes.
One of them has to be the answer. Yes.
One has to be correct.
I'm not the smartest man, but yes, one has to be correct.
Immediate is ASAP.
You have my attention.
I seem to notice that when I see something like this, right? When I see something like this, where there's like single, periodic, deferred, immediate.
Yeah,
immediate.
there's two opposites.
Yeah.
Situations.
And one has to be weird. Like, I'm going to say that one of these answer choices is the awkward one that would be probably the accept.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So what you're saying is look for the weird answer here.
And I'm just saying.
Which one of them makes no sense?
Correct.
John's taking a stab at it. He's all periodic, installment, immediate, ASAP.
Because that one's weird. How could you be periodic and immediate?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So I think this is the weird one.
So John's going with C. That's his gut. He's going, that's the weirdo one. If you think about it, he's right.
Right? It's just weird. How can you be periodic and immediate?
It's either timed or it's not.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So what do we go? Is that it?
Oh, the question.
Oh, which of the following is not a method of purchasing an annuity?
I mean, they capitalized it for you guys. Thank you. Right? What's not? And how about we look at the not and we look at the weird one? Guys, you can't start taking a withdrawal from any investment and add to the investment while you're removing from the investment. Like if you're on a withdrawal plan, why are you putting money into a withdrawal plan?
Why don't you just put the money back in your wallet?
It's weird.
Does that make sense? Like if you're making payments on something and then you're taking the money right back out, what are you doing? Why don't you just put the money back in your wallet and save an extra step?
Right. So yeah. So periodic, immediate, you cannot.
It's silly when you think about it, and you like really look at what the words really mean. And guys, that's what we're talking about. Learning how to read these questions and answers.
Right.
And looking at the words for what they are. Periodic, immediate. It gave it away.
Yep.
You don't need securities for that.
Nah, man.
It's common sense. D, dealer. C, broker dealer. B, broker. A, none of choices listed.
This is definitely going to be like when I say broker, you think blank. When I say dealer, you think blank.
When I say peanut, you say butter. When I say jelly, you say peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Go a little bit more basic than that. Somebody put commission.
Broker is a commission.
But go even more basic. Like, what is the example of a broker? Agency, agent. You guys are all going deep on this, which I appreciate. I appreciate.
Dealer, car, broker.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Candace is paying attention.
Dealers are car dealerships, right?
Yep.
And brokers are real estate. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, keep it super simple. Super simple.
Agent, broker, commission.
And this is both.
And
right?
Yeah, that's both.
Right?
It's somebody who literally goes in the office and turns a hat.
Right. Let's read the question because I'm going to show you guys how basic this is.
Shoestring discount Shoestring Discount Stock Jocks owns no shares of stock in any exchange traded companies. In this and in its efforts to execute a buy order for your account, they would be acting as a Shoestring Discount Stock Jocks owns no shares of stock in any exchange traded company. In its efforts to execute a buy order for your account, they would be acting as a.
Okay, now the complete connection is in that first line. The connection to what you're picking is in the first.
Owns no shares. They don't own any shares. So if you don't have any inventory,
Correct.
what you got to do? You ain't know what.
Is that like a real estate broker or is that like a car dealership?
If you go to a dealer and they ain't got anything in inventory,
Yes, guys, do you see how basic? Do you guys see how very basic? And I super appreciate all the people who put in the chat, the agent, the commission, the dealer, the principal, the markup. I appreciate you guys so much because you're absolutely right. Those are the key words content-wise. So I want you guys to get even freer than that.
you got to think about it like Andy would think about it.
Yes.
Completely unknowledgeable.
But man, you guys.
But it's so sure. It's right though. Think about it. If you go to a dealer and they got no inventory, why are you guys standing in the parking lot?
Right. And real estate brokers
can't help you.
Right. And the real estate brokers are the middleman. Here's a buyer, here's a seller. Oh, look, there's a house available right there. Right.
Exactly.
So that's perfect. Nice pavement. Right. Okay, perfect. But see, so now you guys got it. Right. Now you guys got that. I appreciate you guys. Now this one is completely random. Go.
Inverse saucer, Head and Shoulders, cup and handle, double top. Did you make this up?
No.
This is awesome.
See your shampoo.
Yeah.
Right on.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Head and shoulders.
Yeah.
You guys are like, what the heck?
Inverse saucer. Your frisbee's upside down.
T. Which one? T is the cup and handle, right? Yeah. This is T. And then and you said upside down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, did you know that fancy people, when they have their tea, they put their teacups on saucers, right?
Yes.
So this is literally.
If you didn't know that, now you know.
Right. So perfect. Eric caught it, right?
So if you go to a fancy place and you don't put that teacup on a saucer, we just helped you. We just helped you.
I'm like,
take it off the table, dang it. Put it on the
when
saucer.
somebody serves me coffee and it's on a saucer.
Being savage.
I'm like,
don't be like Brandy. Don't be savage.
I'm like, ooh, this is fancy. He's out. I'm just kidding. All right. So, okay, we got it, right? B and D are opposite.
Little plate isn't for your cookie.
For my spoon after I put my creamer in. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
A technical analyst typically believes that a stock's price will rise when he sees which of the following chart.
Okay. So guys, by the way, we kind of eliminated
a very complicated question on the surface.
Right? We've already stocks will rise. Perfect. We already kind of eliminated A and C because we're like cup and handle and saucer, right? Now, guys, we already said the saucer's upside down, bro. That's not going up.
No.
It's down.
It's downward.
Think about it. Guys, think about it. The saucer's
the plate is upside down.
You can't put anything in it. But can I pour something into my cup and handle? It's open towards the top, right?
Yeah. Guess what? You can fill it up.
Guys, no lie. No lie. That's exactly how I got this question right.
No lie. That's how they came up with it.
This is a legit something. I don't know what, though.
Candace lost. Laugh out loud.
Yes. I don't know. This is legit something for real. I looked it up after. This is something that technical analysis use. And if you're a technical analysis, you probably know exactly what this is. But guys, it never showed up on any of my tests. But do you guys see what we're saying here?
A really complicated look. If you look at this question first, right?
Yeah.
And then you saw those answers. You're like, what?
Yeah.
You probably would have picked double top.
And if you're lost, you guys are thinking too much.
Yeah. Don't think anything.
Have fun with
Stop
this.
thinking.
Have fun. Like, that's what I did. I saw this one and I thought exactly whoever
Be like Andy, think less.
yes, whoever wrote shampoo, that's exactly what I thought. Head and Shoulders is straight up shampoo.
Right.
Ah,
It's all the whole cup and handle.
yes.
All right. Tout history. D is tout history of best performing stock picks. Ooh. C, analyze short-term performance to imply future returns. B, all of the choices listed are not allowed. So far, I'm going to go with that. A, use testimonials provided to the firm by its clients. Okay.
Yeah.
So on the surface, to me, A sounds okay. In what context?
There you go. What about D?
No.
Why?
You can't tout the history of best performing stock picks.
Right. So
Then what about the lower performing ones?
these are pretty shady.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's not honest.
If you tout the history of your best performing, then you have to also do the least.
Absolutely.
You have to show the bad and the ugly.
Yeah.
Not just the pretty.
Right. You guys ready?
Which of the following is an investment advisor not allowed to do when promoting his or her services? Which of the following is an investment advisor not allowed? Not allowed.
Ooh, I have an all
Yeah, someone said all
when promoting.
when promoting.
Da-da-da. I think B. I got an A. Well, I'm going to say this. We know, look at how I'm going to say this. We said that C and D are shady, right? So I can't do D and
No.
I can't do C.
No.
So that's all.
Well, we're not sure on A.
But okay, no, but the question though.
Yeah, I
not-
got you, but I'm like looking at this, I'm like, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. But if two of them
Are not.
are not,
That's enough for me to go for a B.
exactly. Do you guys see what we just did there? We're not thinking A. We're not going to waste time thinking about A because we know we can't do C, we can't do D. So we're going to pick B. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah, because even you might think in your head, as I did, and be like, in what context is it okay? I don't remember from my studying. I'm sure I can use somebody's testimonial somewhere.
Right.
I just don't remember. I don't know why. So then we waste way too much time.
Trying to think of A as the correct answer when we already know that C and D are bad. So just go with all.
Sometimes, listen, we all like to think we're a certain size in our pants, right? And you want to try them on and you want to lay down and do the whole button up thing and you want to force those pants on, right? But sometimes you just got to go, you know what? It just don't fit. In this case, it just don't fit. It's time to just get another different size. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is that if you can only get 2 buttons, but you can't get the 3rd button.
Yeah, you got to let it go. Got to let it go. Can't get that 3rd button. It's time to move on.
The 3rd button is questionable. Just don't go for it.
Nah, just don't go for it. It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
I'm down.
Anyhow, I see. I'm telling you guys. I know it's ridiculous, but you know what? Sometimes it's the kind of reasoning you need to take when you're just going about this, and just really go. You know what? Andy said something about 3 buttons not working. It's enough. I'm just gonna say it.
Don't work. Let's just all.
It's enough to do an all. Just time to get another pair of pants at this point. All right, everybody. I'm so glad that you all were here. You got some of this. We had fun. Thank you to Marcos for joining us. Go get that Series 6. It's going to be easy. I know it.
Know it.
But it's not about just Marcos. It's not about all the other people we mentioned. It's about you. Go be consistent. Go get your own quiz going. Go apply some of this stuff that we did tonight. Look at your questions and answers differently. Go outside the box.
Yes.
Stop trying to be conventional. You know what? If you got an answer that can be answered conventionally, go for it. If it's an obvious, easy layup, by all means, take it.
Take it.
But you know what? But when you don't see that and it's not coming to you, it's time to go unconventional. It's time to maybe play the Kona system and just go for it.
I should have drew out the cup and the saucer, and you guys would have made more sense.
Probably. You want to do that afterwards? Well, after the brew, if you stay on, Brandy's going to go ahead and draw that out for you. And as always, if you're on live, we're going to hang out for a little bit if you want to ask questions about whatever.
Yes.
And we'll be on for a little while. So thank you all for being here. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow night for Test Taking Techniques Tuesday.
Thank you, guys. so much for being on. Don't forget to play the Kona catchphrase in your next quiz. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.
Good night.